That was really,
Kobe
really
Mainoo's
fun.
goal.
Yes. I mean,
Gallagher's goal.
He extended his contract this week, right?
To 5 years.
Exactly.
Five more years.
And then he clamours with that important goal.
Yeah.
And for me,
the winning goal, actually.
Ruben Amorim nearly killed the career of this youngster.
He did.
He's a fantastic player. He's really a fantastic player. But I didn't talk about Accra Hazard.
Oh,
you recorded the biggest win over the weekend.
Normal.
You won away at Nations FC.
They were normal.
Winning away at Nations FC.
Normal. Phobia.
Okay, for phobia on the road, you do well.
We do better away than home. I mean, normal.
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 Less than 40 days to the World Cup tournament. Are you ready for the tournament?
I still do not know what our coach has done yet.
No, but he's touring.
I know he's touring Europe and engaging with the players and all that. But to me, I was thinking that somebody will be with him, an attaché of a sort, will be giving us.
He's there with probably the technical team. So but the locals are in Ghana, monitoring Ghana.
Give us some info.
Update,
today is the 4th of May. We have a friendly against Mexico.
I think later this month.
Later this month.
Yeah.
Who and who are going to play?
But that window will be open for him to announce his Black Stars caller for.
For me, for the World Cup, I'll just watch as an observer.
Oh. I thought you are planning of,
No.
Really?
I thought so.
Oh, so
I thought so.
So you plan something like that?
I thought so. When I'm planning, I thought so.
Sports Center, Ghana Athletes Association, the athlete 4x100 meters relay team have qualified for the World Athletics Championship next year, but they've taken to social media to blast the Sports and Recreation Ministry. Details coming up. We've got the Ghana Premier League matches for you, and former Santi Kotoko CEO Mr. Herbert Mensah has been speaking on the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana. Not forgetting news around the world. But before we get into the stories, as usual, let's say a big thank you to our sponsors. And Laxopo is the perfect union of fine fragrances crafted by the world's best perfumers and skin-loving formulas. They make skin glow, leave a long-lasting scent, and delight the senses, turning bath time into a luxurious moment of self-care. Available in all shops for bulk purchase and wholesale deals. Please call Prince on 0240 219 191 0240 219 191. Let me take you to Vim Champagne Energy Drink. Are you planning a wedding, hosting a party, getting ready for any big celebration? Listen up. There's one drink everybody is talking about right now, and that drink is Vim Champagne Energy Drink. Now, let me tell you why. Vim Champagne Energy Drink is smooth, super refreshing, and it hits you with that instant boost your body needs to stay active and alive. No dull moments with Vim Champagne Energy Drink. So whether you are dancing all night, celebrating with friends, and turning up at that special event, make sure it is Vim Champagne Energy Drink by your side. Rush now to your nearest store, supermarket, or event vendor and grab your Vim Champagne Energy Drink today. It's a quality product from Trillium Industrial Limited. For bulk purchase, please call 0322 190 877 0322 190 877. Vim Champagne Energy Drink. It gives you Vim. Now to the new Techno Spark 50. In a world that demands more from you every single day, your smartphone shouldn't be that thing holding you back. You need a device that matches your pace, protects your moment, and performs without compromise. That is why I recommend to you the new Techno Spark 50. It is built with exactly that in mind. Powered start with 6,700 mAh, delivering enduring performance through the longest and most demanding days. Available in 5 refined color options. The Techno Spark 50 set a new standard in intelligent, powerful, and durable smartphones. Visit any Techno store or authorized dealer today to get your new Techno Spark 50. Let's get into the stories now. And former Asante Kotoko Chief Executive Officer Mr. Herbert Mensah has urged Ghanaians to rally behind the national team, the Black Stars, as well as head coach Carlos Queiroz ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. With less than 40 days to the global showpiece, the Black Stars head coach is currently on European tour, engaging and monitoring Ghanaian players abroad ahead of his call for the Mexico friendly later this month. Now, speaking on kickoff last Saturday, Herbert Mensah, now president of Rugby's African Association, acknowledged the pedigree and experience of Queiroz, describing him as an accomplished coach, so supporters should stand firmly behind the team.
Well, I think first and foremost, I'm a great supporter of the Black Stars, and I think every Ghanaian should support the Black Stars irrespective. In sports, there's winning on the field and there's winning off the field. We should never get confused between the two. Often, I think a lot of fans do. And winning off the field means that your books, your finances, the management, the basic organization is being handled in a certain way. And the bottom line is that it should be profitable. The bottom line should be met.
Okay. And
if you're a visionary, then your today's actions are dependent on your tomorrow's expectation. If it has taken this time to decide that Otoado is not good enough, it's late in the day. Carlos Queiroz is a very accomplished coach. He does not have a great record at World Cup, but that does not mean he's not a very accomplished coach.
However, Mr. Mensah, in that interview with the Lali Atiasi, was quick to caution that despite the coach credentials, the task ahead will not be easy and for the Black Stars.
The Black Stars have seen this through the history of time. Poor administration, and yet the players themselves try their hardest to produce something special. I think this time it will be a little bit difficult for them. The balance of where they go in terms of the group means that anything is possible. There's no reason they can't win, early matches and then strategically plan as to where they'll go with the next. Carlos Queiroz certainly understands that terrain. Are the players good enough? Have they been well prepared? Are they stable, or are they demoralized by what is going on? What is the leadership team and the team like? How does it really work within the caucus group of the Black Stars? And whether the management team themselves are okay. And there's a lot of self-examination.
That was the voice of former Asante Kotoko CEO Mr. Herbert Mensah. Now to the Ghana Premier League, which returned over the weekend. Bechem United travelled to beat 11 Wonders by 3-1 on Friday. On Saturday, Swedru All Blacks produced a dramatic league victory to boost their survival hopes, edging Vision FC by 2-1 at the Ni Ajekwaku, the second sports complex. Yesterday, Mediama Sporting Club took a giant step toward the Ghana Premier League title with an impressive 2-0 victory over Bibiani Gold Stars, inspired by a sensational brace from Salim Adams at the TNA Stadium. Kerala United left it late to snatch a dramatic 2-1 victory over Young Apostles at the Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium. Adriana Football Club and Heart of Lions played out a hard-fought goalless draw at the Nana Jumadu the First Park on Sunday. Summertex 1996 strengthened their top four push with a 3-1 victory over Holy Stars at the Incentuary Sports Arena. Accra Hearts secured a vital 1-0 away win over Nations FC at the Dr. Kamichi Sports Complex. Dreams FC continued their fine form with an impressive 2-0 victory over Asante Kotoko at the Tuba AstroTurf yesterday. Now to some post-match reactions after the games, and Nations FC fans blasted their head coach Steven from Pomanso after the defeat to Hasselhoff yesterday. Angry Nations FC fans blasting their head coach Steven from Pomanso after the defeat to Accra Hearts. Now, Asante Kotoko interim coach Hamza Obin was sad after the Porcupines lost to Dreams FC yesterday in the Ghana Premier League.
Well, I think it's very sad, but it's part of the game. We need to take it aside and concentrate on our next game. I think a bit lack of concentration at the back line. That is where we had the problem. There was disorganization at the back line, of which we were not able to find the line where we're supposed to organize ourselves. So, in our coming game, that's what we work on, especially. With the corrections at training grounds, and then make sure in our coming games we try to organize ourselves very well at the back. I think there was a lot of sideline and square passes, that's how I have to say. So the forward liners were not able to get a lot of deep line passes. That was why we couldn't get a lot of chances, especially in the second half. In the first half, you could see we tried to give a lot of forward and attacking passes, of which we were able to create some few chances. We need to work on that so that in our coming games we'll try to improve on it.
That was the voice of Asante Kotoko interim coach Hamza Obin. We can now listen to Mediama Sporting Club head coach Ibrahim Tanko after beating BBN Gold Stars to consolidate top sport.
No, of course, when you beat direct an opponent who is behind you, definitely it's a relief. We are now 5 points ahead and 4 games remaining. We are looking forward. No, I think we need the 3 points, and if we are in the game, you are 2-0 ahead, you have to you control the game. That's why. Normally we wanted to score, but the 3 points is more important.
Title in sight for you, 4 games to go. How do you approach the last 4 games?
No, I think like any other games, definitely the 4 games it's not going to be easy, and we are going to prepare very well, and like I said, 4 games, we want to win the league, so definitely we have to fight.
Mediama Sporting Club head coach Ibrahim Tanko speaking. Now, NS Ochre is assistant coach of BBN Gold Stars, and this is what he had to say after the defeat to Mediama yesterday.
But in the first, I said it's 90 minutes game, and whatever comes out of it, you need to accept the results and go and learn of the game. So I would say nothing went on badly. My boys proved indeed we have reformed the team, and that is what it praised me a lot.
Now with 4 games to go, would you still say that Gold Stars would fight for the title? Because it's 5 points between yourself and Mediama who are on top.
Yes, the league is not over because we have 4 matches, which they are 5 points away from us. And the 4 matches is 12 points. It means it's not over until it's over. I said the league, we are playing match upon match, and this is another match which has bypassed. So we need to go back, and Wednesday we need to make amends so that we can close the gap.
NS Ochre is assistant coach of BBN Gold Stars. Now to the Ghana Premier League table after 30 matches. Mediama Sporting Club lead the table with 56 points. BBN Gold Stars follow with 51 points. Hearts of Oak are third with 49 points. Samatex have now moved to 4th position with 47 points. Adriana Football Club are 5th with 46 points. Kerala United are 6th with 45 points. Dreams FC are 7th with 43 points. And listen, Asante Kotoko sit 8th with 43 points. To the drop zone, Brekum Chelsea are 16th and with 35 points. Hoho United, of course, they've abandoned the Ghana Premier League already. They are 17th with 30 points, and 11 Wonders have already been relegated, and they are 18th with 10 points after 29 matches in there. Let's do women's football because Ghana's Black Princesses edge closer to securing an 8th consecutive Under-20 Women's World Cup following a 2-1 win over Uganda at the Accra Sports Stadium in the first leg of their final round of qualifiers for the competition. The visitors, who struck first through a well-worked goal in the 33rd minute, and of course substitute Presla Mensa and Latifa Abesik responded with 2 powerful goals for the Black Princesses. The Princesses now know that a positive result in Uganda would secure them a ticket to represent Africa in Poland later this year. Here's head coach of the Princesses, Charles Sampson, after the match.
We know exactly what we were expecting from Uganda. We know the physical team, and we know they're going to depend on it more. But it distracted our play a little bit, and that is where I saw that we were lacking a little bit. But we've learned a lesson from this, and then we'll... The beauty of football, everybody sees it differently. And of course, we want to beat our opponent. So it's about also studying and seeing the things that we think they've added, which is a little bit distractive to us or a bit new. So we will also look at it, and definitely because we want to go to the World Cup, and to go to the World Cup, it means we have to go there to get a result. So now we're going to do everything we can to be able to get the result.
You heard the voice of head coach of the Black Princesses, Charles Sampson, speaking after that win over Uganda. We look forward to the return encounter in Uganda. Now to how Ghanaian players performed abroad over the weekend. In the English Championship, Black Stars captain Jordan Ayew was in action for Leicester City in their one-day win over Blackburn. Brandon Thomas Asante saw 87 minutes of action for Coventry in their 4-0 win over Watford. In the Spanish La Liga, Thomas Partey saw 70 minutes of action for Villarreal in their 5-1 win over Levante. Iñaki Williams saw 46 minutes of action for Athletic Bilbao in their 4-2 win over Deportivo Alaves. Kwesi Sibo saw 27 minutes of action for Real Oviedo in their 3-0 loss to Real Betis. In Italy, Ibrahim Sulemana saw 49 minutes of action for Cagliari against Bologna, which ended in a draw. In France, in the French Liga, Ghanaian duo Gideon Mensah and Elisha Owusu were involved in Auxerre's win over Angers, and of course Ghanaian duo Kwame Pepra and Salis Abdulsamed were involved in Nice game against Lens over the weekend. And as Nyama made his return from injury against Rennes in their 4-2 win over Olympic Lyon Sunday. In Denmark, Ghanaian duo Prince Amoako and Caleb Uenchi were involved in FC Nordsjælland's 1-1 draw against Brøndby. In the Eredivisie, Ghanaian trio Dennis Odoi, Kamal Sowa and Andre Dedayu were all involved in NAC Brothers 2-0 defeat to Utrecht. And then in Russia, Alexander Zhuko was in action for Sparta Moscow as they lost by a long goal to Krylia Sovetov. Lastly, in Switzerland, Lawrence Atizigi conceded 3 goals as St. Gallen lost by 3-0 See you now. Let's switch sports and talk about athletics.
Here we go for World Championship qualification places in the men's 4x100 metres. China lightning out of the blocks right on the outside in the red. Good change by Ghana, not a good change by China right on the outside, negating that brilliant start they had. Kenya right in the centre, looking to position Omanyala well for the close. China have recovered well, they're on the outside from Ghana, then Italy on their inside. And Kenya trying to get involved, Brazil right on the inside as well. The second shot's going to be close, but it's China away at the moment. Brazil have pulled up. China, Omanyala charging, but it's going to be China and Ghana. The outside lanes prevail and head for the World Championship.
Yeah, over the weekend in Gaborone and Botswana, Ghana's men's 4x100 meters relay team made history by securing a qualification for a 4th consecutive appearance at the World Athletics Championship. The team finished second behind China in 38.09 seconds to claim the final automatic qualification spot for next year's championship in Beijing. Edwin Gadai, who ran the anchor leg on Saturday, was moved to the opening leg, while 100 meters national record holder Abdul Rashid Saminu took over anchoring duties. Benjamin Azamati and Joseph Paul Amua completed a quartet in a superb display. Let's listen to some of the athletes who complain about poor travel arrangement for the qualifiers.
We are professionals, and stuff like this can come at any time in our career. It was less than ideal situations, but we had to go there and still give our best.
So I believe you've just qualified for your 4th consecutive World Championships. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it feels great. We know how to do it now. I mean, if we have been able to.
You heard Joseph Polamoa and Benjamin Azamati in there. We apologize for the poor quality of the sound in there. Now, after the race, Ghana's 100 meters record holder Abdul Rashid Saminu blasted the sports ministry for how they handled travel and logistics arrangement. In fact, he posted on X, and I quote, "The Ministry of Sports in Ghana needs to do better. Don't set us up for failure." He said if it was the Black Stars, flight ticket would be ready months prior to the game. Now, a 14-hour flight with a 16-hour layover is not acceptable for professional athletes. We are running with a jet lag with no proper recovery. Benjamin Azamati also criticized the sports ministry, saying, and I quote, "We are competing against guys who have been here 1 to 3 weeks while we've been traveling since Wednesday and arriving a day before on a new continent. I get it. I guess we are magicians. Do better, sports ministry." Benjamin Azamati also said this on X. Now, the Ghana Athletics Association has also taken full responsibility following the incident for travel and pre-competition challenges faced by the Ghana's men's 4x100 meters relay team following complaints from the athletes during the World Relays in Gaborone. In a statement signed by President Baf Husseini, Ghana Athletics acknowledged the concerns raised by the team and admitted shortcomings in arrangement ahead of the competition. The federation said it takes full responsibility and stressed the importance of proper preparation conditions for elite performance. We don't have enough time, so let's move on to news around the world and talk about the English Premier League.
Victor Gyökeres with a wonderful pass. Lovely ball into Saka. Bukayo Saka! Back with a bang. Arsenal's star boy showing his importance, showcasing his talent. Oh, what an interesting ball! goal, and Richarlison gives it the nudge it needed. 25 minutes, Spurs completely on top, and De Zerbi's players are 2 up.
Luke Shaw at the back post is Ahmad, headed it down to McAllister. Mino! Kobe Mino re-establishes Manchester United's lead.
Yeah, Kobe Mino scored a dramatic winner for Manchester United as they beat Liverpool by 3-2 in an epic Premier League encounter at Old Trafford to officially qualify for next season's Champions League. Here's Man United boss Michael Carrick after securing Champions League qualification.
The work that's been done and the players, the way they've formed, and the teams that we've played against and got good results against, I think it's something that we can take a lot from, for sure. I think Champions League felt in the distance a little bit, if we're honest. It's up at one point. So there's been a lot of good work to put us in a position with games to go and that seal, but it's not something we spoke about as a group, really. I think it's not something we always celebrate.
That was Manchester United interim coach Michael Carrick. Liverpool manager Arne Slot also had this to say after the defeat.
Yeah, I don't think anyone expected maybe us to lose that game after the 2-2, although if you look at our whole season, maybe you do, because you know that usually when a team comes back to 2-2 and is that well into the game, so they're playing that well, then usually the expectation is...
That was Liverpool boss Arne Slot. Elsewhere, Tottenham must breathe a new life into their battle to stay in the Premier League with a 2-1 victory at Champions League, chasing Aston Villa to move out of a relegation zone. Here's press boss Roberto De Zerbi.
We played against Aston Villa. Aston Villa is a very good team, a lot of very good players, great manager, but we played very well 60 minutes, I think, without the ball, with the ball very well, and then we suffered Watkins, we suffered Bondia, we consider a goal. That
was Tottenham Hotspur manager Roberto De Zerbi. In the other games, Brentford beat West Ham, Newcastle won over Brighton, Wolves drew against Sunderland, while Arsenal beat Fulham to maintain top spot. Bournemouth also beat Crystal Palace. Later today, we've got 2 matches coming about 2 p.m. Wow, Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge will welcome Nottingham Forest before Everton take on Man City on Monday Night Football at 7 p.m. In Spain, Atletico Madrid won at Valencia. Barcelona beat Osasuna, while Real Madrid accounted for Espanyol. In Italy, Inter Milan beat Parma. Juventus drew against Verona. Sassuolo also beat AC Milan. And then in Germany, Dortmund lost to Mönchengladbach, while Heidenheim held champion Bayern Munich to a 3-3 draw. In France, PSG drew against Lorient. Nantes beat Marseille, while Nice also held Lens, while Monaco won at Metz. So there will be more in terms of the foreign wrap later to the 3:05 p.m. of the Last Sports Blaze Extra. For now, that'll be all for the Last Sports Center, powered by the Last Sports team, brought to you in association with Lax Soap. It is the perfect union of fine fragrances crafted by the world's best perfumers and skin-loving formless Vim Champagne Energy Drink. It gives you Vim. And we have the new Techno Spark 50 on the market. Just visit any Techno store or authorized dealer and get your new Techno Spark 50. David Akwete, the big man himself, and Leo Stanley, Eugene City will continue live in the morning. Davido!
Bossman. So, this weekend, on the 10th.
Kindly use this one for me.
On the 10th, we get to celebrate Mothers as Mother's Day.
Yes.